Check, check. Yeah, I got a quick little message before I take it in for the night. And my message tonight is for all the new drivers out there, man. Probably some drivers that been in the game for a minute, but we just basically I want to talk about dealing with customers, with attitude that's rude, treat you bad, stuff like that. Customers that's just nasty, right? Because you guys are gonna run into some of those customers. And my message to you is, Rob, what's going on? My message to you is to just try your best, try your best. Trevor Dion was popping, and stay focused and try to be be a professional, guys. Right? Because many times we run into customers or people. We got people that's cussing us out. Hey, you need to move the truck. You got to get out. Like remember the pandemic when truck drivers was a little important, but pandemic is over, so now truck drivers are just back to being whatever. You know what I'm saying? One advice I can give you guys, man, just always try to stay professional. Keep it professional. I know a lot of rude people, man. A lot of rude people want you to get out your element. I'll give you a scenario. I'll give you an example, and I'll give you a real life thing that happened, right? So I delivered to this one particular stop, right? This particular stop have it had a new kitchen supervisor, kitchen manager, right? And I made a delivery one day, and it was a little busy, and the guy looked at me, and he was like, "Oh, you need to wait. You need to wait. It's my lunch hour." So I ain't even say nothing to him. I'm gonna show you guys how I handle this, right? I went to his manager, and I told his manager, "You need to check this guy because I don't know who this guy is. He didn't even introduce himself, and we've been doing this. We've been making this delivery. You guys know me, so talk to him." You get what I'm saying? She dealt with that, and I ain't never had no problem out of him ever again. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta outsmart these people. You can't go back and forth with these people. These people want you to go back and forth with them, right? Because that's what they live for. They live for the back and forth stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they know that. I know that. I know that most food service drivers are hotheads because that's just the way we're built. right? But I'm just telling you guys, man, just try your best when you're out there to stay focused and just don't lose your temper out there. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm trying not to argue with nobody on my route, man, because it gets you nowhere. I let me tell you, the best way you can run your route is if you work together with people. You know what I'm saying? So if you have somebody on your route that's hard to deal with, like I'm gonna tell you guys how I work, right? I don't like dealing with a third party, right? So I try my best to deal with people directly. So if I'm having a particular problem with you guys know what I like to call him, kitchen tough guy. I'm gonna go to the kitchen tough guy. I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna be like, actual facts, what's going on? I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm just here to do my job. So where you want this stuff? I don't make the orders. You know what I'm saying? If something is short, that's out of my control. Like we don't got to be going back and forth. Just let me do my job in peace. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't make that happen, then I gotta get with your peoples. And if your peoples can't handle it, then I don't know. But usually it don't even go that far, man, because it's not that serious. We're just trying to make a delivery. Some of the times, a lot of people. Sometimes you'll run into people. They got a lot of stuff going on at the house. They bring it to work. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So every now and then you got to understand that people got stuff going on, but a lot of people don't know how to control their outside life. They bring it to work and they try to take it out on elsewhere. Luckily, I have a route where I don't really deal with, just like Killer Rob said, I don't really deal with miserable people out there, right? Most of my customers are pretty cool. Don't really give me no problems. But I know it's routes out there. I heard of routes out there where you got customers yelling at drivers and stuff like that. They gotta be very careful, man, because you have some drivers that will snap at any given second. Yeah, but Omar say yeah, but in situations like that, I give short answers and set the tone from the beginning. You're right, and that's a way that's a way to handle it, Omar. But that's the whole point of my video. That's not a bad way to handle it, but that's the whole point of my video, man. You know, when people are angry, you take up too much energy to be angry, and when you let somebody let you change your tone, that's basically getting you out your element, right? And you don't want nobody to get you out your element because guess what? That can rub off and that can kind of ruin your day. You know what I'm saying? It takes so much energy to be angry, yo. I don't even get it. You know what I mean? Like if I roll up in somewhere, man, or somebody having a problem, I'm like, whatever, man. Like, let me just drop and go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna let nobody change my tone. You know what I mean? I got these one customers. I don't even look at them. Like it's a key drop, but it's funny. It's a key drop, but most of the times I do it, it's people there, and I like that it's a key drop because technically it's a key drop. I only got to speak to you. You know what I'm saying? You got some these guys up in there. They be looking at me funny, as if I'm gonna tell you how they look at me. I'm gonna describe exactly the way they look at me. Right? These guys that work in the kitchen, they look at me like, ah, look at this idiot pushing the hand truck. He probably making like $5 an hour pushing that damn hand truck. Look at him. That's the way they look at me. But I don't read into it. I don't know what their issues is. I just make my delivery and go, right? And I kept doing the same thing over and over, being consistent, consistently ignoring them. And guess what? Slowly but surely, their faces start changing. And then they start talking, and then they start talking to me. And now they see me. They're like, hey, what's going on? Why? Because I did not let them get me out of my element. I stayed true to myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna let the way people look at me or ease me up and down or whatever. I'm not gonna let that change me, man. Even today, I was at a country club backing up the truck, and you know the guy that do the lawn, he had to wait for me to back up. So basically, after I finished backing up, the guy drove the little tractor. Then he turned around and he looking at me like he want to fight. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, why would this dude look at me like he want to fight, but he's steady driving? If you want to fight, like, get out the, get off the lawn thing and come on over and let me know what's the problem. Why are you looking me up and down? I got a job to do, yo. At the end of the day, we gotta stay professional. We got a job to do. We have a job. Don't let these people let you lose your job, right? Because it's the devil in them, man, and they don't see it. They don't know it. You know what I'm saying? They're miserable. Too much miserable people out there. Everything's going up. Everybody's mad. Everybody's driving crazy. I don't know what driving crazy got anything to do with this conversation. Everybody's always complaining. Nobody gives gratitude. Nobody's happy. Lisa got about 6 babies. Can't find her baby daddy. Lisa got 100 babies. Can't find her baby daddies. Amy, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? That's a joke though. But there's so much going on in the world that people are just straight up angry. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing out names out there, just for example, right? Is it easy to get hired on as a fresh graduate CDL driver? It's easy to get hired. With, it's easy to get hired with most of those over the road companies. You have a lot of companies that will hire you, like PFG. I think I heard GFS will hire you. It's a little harder to get hired on. It is hard to get hired on at Cheney as a new CDL driver. You do need experience. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know what I mean? David, what's popping? Like at the end of the day, guys, we gotta be leaders out here, man. We gotta be leaders. We can't let people get us out of our element. You know what I'm saying? You got people out there right now. They worried about everything. They worry day and night. You know what I'm saying? You probably got people out there right now in their beds, scratching their heads, doing their bills, trying to put two and two together. You know what I'm saying? Two and two don't equal four. So you got to understand a lot of people got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like we just got to stay professional, trust in God, and everything's gonna end up being all right, man. And we can't let these little people. I'm not disrespecting nobody, but that's how a lot of people act. When I see them acting like that, you know what I'm saying? We can't let these little people like get us out of our element. You know what I mean? So new drivers, man, you guys are gonna go through it. Oh, you out of the truck back in the kitchen? That's what's up. You know what I mean? Because you guys gotta look at the bright side about food service, right? Most food service drivers do not live check to check. You know what I mean? It's a good paying field. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make money. You're gonna make money if you keep in mind, if you stay locked in and stay focused on the money that you're gonna be making. You're not gonna let Bob or Joe or Juan or Don, and I'm just throwing out names for example. You're not gonna let these people make you lose your jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not. I'm not gonna be up in the kitchen fighting with nobody, arguing with nobody. I don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Like me and a kitchen manager, or me and a kitchen cook, or dishwasher, supervisor, CEO, VP, whatever they want to be. We should not be arguing. Like, what are we arguing for? Like, why are you mad? I'm just your delivery guy. Where do you want this stuff? You're getting freezer, cooler, dry. Where do you want it? Oh, that's where you want it? Okay, now get out the way and shut up. Well, don't tell them to shut up, but you get what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Freezer, cooler, dry. Where do you want it? You know what I'm saying? You got customers. They see their delivery. They gonna start complaining about the salesman. Oh, why did he order this? Blah 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 blah. You gotta take this back. And most of the time, they sit there and they complain about the salesman ordering this and that. They think that we don't. They think that drivers don't have no sense. We know damn well that the salesperson went over the delivery with them, or they made the entire order by themselves. But a lot of day shift food service drivers, what we have a lot of customers that like to shop off the truck, meaning that they get a delivery and they want to send back a whole bunch of stuff. Now, I have no problem taking stuff back when a customer refuses it, but I got a problem with the attitude that comes along with it. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I want to address before I get off this live tonight, I want to address all the drivers out there, whether old or new, that's working for any single company out there, right? I want to tell you drivers something, right? That's been on my mind. Whenever you guys are working with like supervisors, managers, VP, whoever it may be, just remember, is one Almighty God out there. Many of you got different gods, right? So whenever you see some supervisor, VP, whoever it may be, and they got have their chest up in here, high and mighty, and they act like they don't want to talk to you, they act like that you're too small for them to talk to you, treat them accordingly. Treat them accordingly. Because you got to understand, food service drivers, we work hard. You know what I'm saying? We do not need the negative attitude in the morning or in the afternoon, nor at lunchtime, nor at nighttime. We don't need any negativity. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a supervisor or whatever you may be, and thank God I work at Cheney because I don't have that I don't have that problem over here. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of that going on out there. Trust me, I know some. Trust me, you're not high and mighty. Treat them accordingly, guys. We're the ones out here doing the work. We're the ones out here in the hot sun. We're the ones out here in this crazy temperature we got going on now in Florida. Temperature reaching 50 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's cold for us. Treat them accordingly. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the supervisors and the managers out there that, you know what I'm saying, just got respect for, you know what I'm saying, everybody. And shout out to the drivers that just got respect for everybody. That's how it should be. That's how the world should be. It make everything easier. It make everything better. You know what I'm saying? You just got some people out there, man. They just think they're better than others. You know what I mean? So my message to all the drivers out there, man, just stay focused, man. Just stay professional. Don't let nobody get you out of your element. Keep on doing what you're doing, and just motivate each other, man, and motivate all the new drivers that's coming in the game right now. You know what I mean? Because they need us veteran drivers to motivate them. You know what I'm saying? They need us right now. 'Cause believe it or not, too many new drivers are leaving because I don't think they're being motivated enough. I don't think they're being trained enough. I don't think they're being trained well enough. And they're just coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. You know what I'm saying? We got 19 people in the building, man. Y'all hit the thumbs up. I'm getting ready to close. Taking any last comment before I get out of here. And I'm gonna close it up at the 30-minute mark. You know, I gotta, I got a day tomorrow. It might not be tomorrow. I got 10 stops for 1,021 cases. So I'm gonna try to get off the truck real quick. You know, They were say being OTR for years, now back to being a chef. You find respect for food service drivers. I make our driver a fresh omelet, hash brown every morning. All the managers look at me like yo David, I salute you. You can't see the salute that I just did, but I salute you. That's a good gesture right there. And I salute all my customers that take care of us like that because you don't understand how it feels when we're working hard and we have a customer that is willing to give us a meal or is willing to give us some breakfast or is willing just to make us something to eat, make us a shake or whatever, ask us if we're good, ask us if we need some water. You know what I'm saying? That's just good gratitude. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I got a few customers like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause we're really out here moving. You know what I mean? And I salute you for that, man. You take care of your driver's gonna take care of you. You get what I'm saying? And guess what's gonna happen, right? You have a food service driver that's coming to your restaurant. So what's gonna happen? Your driver forgot to deliver something to you, right? He's on his way back to the plant. He look at the particular product. You really need the product. He look at it 9 out of 10 times. Drivers look at the product like, man, I'm done. I'm going back. But he look at the product. He's like, damn, that's what's the name. They probably need this stuff. Guess what? He gonna come back to that your restaurant just because of the way you treat him. You know what I mean? Or maybe it's gonna be one day where you need to get something off the truck. You call the driver up. You be like, oh man, I really need some bacon. I run out of bacon. That driver might skip a stop just to come do your stop real quick just for the bacon. Even though the stop that he skipped, they're gonna be crying and complaining. But it is what it is. Drivers that run a route, you guys know how we do it. You guys know that we treat these customers accordingly. Actual facts say always double back if I got the time. I treat these customers accordingly. I got one stop on my route. I would never, let me not even say that. Let me be quiet. All I gotta say is treat these customers accordingly. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. These are just I just had this in my mind to talk about, man. Is in general, in closing, not gonna keep you guys too long, but in general, I just want y'all to stay focused out there, man. Don't let these guys get you in the back in the street mentality. Don't let these guys get you to lose your job. Don't argue back and forth with customers. Don't go back and forth with customers. It's not worth it. Let's just say you're making the delivery, right? And you're parked in front of somebody, a car, and they're sitting there cussing at you, telling you to move, telling you, hey, you need to move this car, you freaking a hole. The best thing I can tell you to do is it's hard to ignore them, but ignore them. You know what I mean? When you ignore somebody, Trust me, that cuts deep. But learning how to dealing with people out here, learn how to deal with different people, learn how to deal with different attitudes, that's gonna get you a long way in this industry. You feel me? Hey, I'm over my time, man. I appreciate y'all for rolling up in here. Talk to you guys another time. Y'all be easy out there.